Hello out there. Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Welcome back to Messy Movie Mondays, guys. I'm so excited to be finally back at it. It's been a long hiatus. I took a long break for the holidays and then had to get back into the flow of things, but we're back and watching the Bobbi Kristina story tonight. But I want to know how you guys are doing. My name is Quana. If you're new here or you're seeing this video for the very first time, welcome to Messy Movie Mondays. This is something where on Mondays we get together at 9 p.m. or roughly thereof and watch a movie together while you're streaming your movie on your device or television. You're here with me listening and engaging and having some good commentary and some good laughs. And tonight we're watching Bobbi Kristina. I wanted to do something a little bit different. And so every month we have a theme. I wanted to do something because we're going into Black History Month. And so I wanted to pull some movies that were real life stories, but I felt like the stories themselves were messy, which is why we love them, the biopics we love. And I wanted to, of course, we'll target Valentine's Day with a romance and, do a little something different. But just wanted to do a little something different for Black History Month. So we got Bobbi Kristina on the schedule for tonight, and at the end of the month, we're going to be watching the Bobby DeBarge. So two Bobbies for the price of one. Hey, honey queen, how you doing, love? Mwah. So good to see you. Hopefully my volume is okay. I was struggling with my mic and I have a sinus infection. So if I sound a little rough around the edges, that's why. So I got hit with a 1-2 punch. December was COVID part 2. Now we're back to the sinus infections. I was like, you gotta get up off of me. Okay, I can't be doing this. Thank you, love. Um, I did not plan for this to be a 1,000 subscriber video. I will likely do a 1,000 subscriber video at the end of the week, but if you happen to catch this video, and for my family, for Honey Queen, for Mona when she gets in here, for all the regulars, all the people who have been coming in to the comments, chiming and just congratulating, I just want to say thank you so much. Y'all who have been here know it's been a journey. Movies are my, not just my hobby, but my passion. Thank you. I'm blushing. um, and I kept getting so close, so close. It's been a long 5 year journey where I've been trying to figure this YouTube thing out, but also be a full-time teacher and a mom and all that good stuff. And finally made it. I think I've finally got my stride and been doing film critic work on the side. So I'm really excited for what the future holds. I had to harass some of my students because I was this close to 1,000. I didn't tell them to join though. I was completely ethical. I said, guys, guess what? I'm so close to 1,000 subscribers. And then I think in a separate conversation, I told them what my YouTube channel name was. And so a couple of them joined. So I appreciate everyone who came in clutch at the end and was like, come on, we're going to get Miss Stevens to 1,000 before the end of the month. And here we are. So definitely thank you. Um, and so of course we're watching, Bobbi Kristina. We're gonna get started in just a second, but it's been a weekend. If you've been on social media, woo, chow. Okay, the community has been in an uproar with Megan versus Nikki beef going on, and I was like this glued to my screen trying to get all the tea. So it's been interesting. I do have a couple of reviews um, before the Oscars. I do want to finish getting through all of the best pictures because while I watched a ton of movies, I only watched 5 of the Best Picture nominees. I actually have some of them here that I just never got around to. So I will be dropping videos on that. And I finally saw Aquaman, even though I never saw the first one. It was weird. But I'll be dropping a review of that. Yeah, nothing new other than Meg Thee Stallion dropped her song, which was a light jab at lots of people. And one of the lines may or may not apply to Miss Onika Tanya, aka Nicki Minaj, but she definitely took it as applying to her and took it personally and was very upset and irate, and then released a complete 2 to 4 minute long diss track that was interesting and not what people are used to of her caliber. And so it's just been a lot. It's people are divided. The hotties and the barbs are fighting in the Twitter streets, and it's whew, people are catching strays left and right. It's messy. Um, messy. Yeah. All right. So yeah, that's what's kind of going on right now. A little bit of what's going on. Okay, so I'm gonna try not to be doing this all night. I feel like that episode of, I don't remember if it was Grey's Anatomy or ER, where someone thought they had a sinus infection, but their nose had been like leaking for months, and it was like brain fluid. I don't think it's that. Knock on wood. But I feel like my nose is just like just completely shedding over here. Um, all right, but I'm ready to get into this movie. It's pretty short. It's only an hour and 23 minutes. I don't know how many commercials we'll get for this one. I mean, normally it's like 4. Hopefully, fingers crossed, they'll be well synchronized. All right, let's get our timer going. So, if you watch this, and I know we've been having people watch on the replay, and they're like, why is she not showing the movie? It's because YouTube would completely like copyright strike this video, um, especially because there wouldn't be enough commentary playing on top of the movie for a live watch. Eventually, when I get big enough to have like a Patreon or something, we'll have actual official watch parties. But for now, you sync up your version of the movie and get it queued up and paused and ready to go. And mine is synced up, and hopefully in just a few moments everyone will have the disclaimer on the screen. While this picture is based on true events, some characters have been composited or invented. A number of incidents are fictionalized. Um, and if you're watching this and you are not familiar with Bobbi Kristina was the daughter of Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown. And I believe it was 3 years after Whitney lost her life, Bobbi Kristina lost her life in a fatal kind of accident, drowning, potential overdose situation, very similar to her mother's. She was placed in like a medically induced coma, I believe, and then taken off life support. Um, and tragic, of course, for a number of reasons, because she was so young and she had never gotten a chance to have her own children. So, she was Whitney's legacy, and in many ways, that legacy kind of ended with her. And of course, Bobby has had tremendous loss. I believe he lost another kid. His son passed, I believe, not too long, maybe a few years back ago, right before he went back on tour and joined back up with the guys from New Edition. Yeah, right. It was heartbreaking because I think people were putting a lot of pressure on her to, one, be able to sing, which she couldn't necessarily sing, but like following her mother's footsteps. And I just wish that along with getting her some help, she'd just been able to like go away and have a quiet life and emerge when she wanted to, like carry on the legacy of her mother, start a museum about her mother's legacy or something like that. I wish she had been able to do those things. But it was tragic, tragic, tragic. Um, but we're gonna see what I believe this was originally a Lifetime movie, so we're gonna see what Lifetime says about Bobbi Kristina. All right, so here, without further ado, oh, I didn't know Demetria McKinney was in this. Vivica Fox was in this. What Demetria McKinney can sing her tail off. I'm gonna tell you what. And she's become a pretty good actress. I like her in what was it, Fort Salem, Motherhood Fort Salem. Oh, so they're saying that that happened to. Oh no. Okay, there we go. We pause it. We pause it. I don't mind pausing. They didn't give me any ads. They probably said, "Girl, you've been watching so much daggone TV. We not gonna give you no ads." Um, I will say eventually I am gonna do a video talking about Tubi. A lot of people have been talking about Tubi, and of course the idea that it's owned by Fox and or Rupert Murdoch, yeah, and all of that, and the clientele of movies. But I will say I have talked to some filmmakers online who, while yeah, that's concerning, a lot of the movies that do get put on the platform and a lot of the movies that we watch, that even though we coined them kind of like messy movies, not because they're all not made well, but just because of the drama that they have in them, um that they are still enjoyable, most of them. We've had a couple of duds, right, Honey Queen? But we still enjoy the experience. And I've talked to some filmmakers who are like, yeah, like they wouldn't get a chance to have their movie seen if it wasn't for a Tubi. And so it's kind of like a double-edged sword, if you will. Um, and a lot of people have been talking about everything that's been going on with streaming and how they've been canceling all of the black shows. Issa Rae just came out with an article talking about it. So it would be great to see some of these like heavy hitters gather their resources together and create something that was not being backed by any one political thing or an entity that was like fully invested in that kind of stuff, but just invested in the art. Um, so we'll dive into that later. But we back. She's doing a good job with her voice. That part right there, it's definitely interesting. Oh, say. Oh my gosh. I remember. I remember where I was when I found out. Because I was getting ready to watch the Grammys like everybody else. Trying to watch all the events beforehand. Broke my heart. Mm, that's a heavy weight. Oh, they are really only focusing on her life after her mother's passing. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. I got an ad. Oh lordy. Mm-mm-mm-mm. This is so sad already. You pause. Okay. Is that boy still alive or did he die? I can't remember. Oh yeah, he passed too. Mm. Yeah, you know. Mm-mm-mm. I just remember her being a little girl on their show, their reality show, and of course, like videos when her mom was little and things like that. Well, she was little and her mom, and like I am, like the I'm Every Woman video and things like that when her mom was pregnant, and then later on in videos when she got a little bit older. Yeah, 2020. And everybody still want to know about that note that Whitney passed Brandy. All right, I'm back. I still can't believe she smoked as much as she did for. I mean, I can because she did lose some of her vocal ability later. Lord, is this gonna be one of the movies that don't got no dialogue in it? She doing good with that vocal though. And Demetria still look good. She 44 years old. I mean, I know this was made a little while ago, but still. Okay. When she cut that woo, it sounded just like Whitney. Ooh, this about to worry my nerves. I can tell you right now. Unless there's a good reason for it, I can't stand a movie with no dialogue. That makes me think of when we watched what was that Nicolas Cage movie? Um the Wonderland one, the one that was like Five Nights at Freddy's. And he didn't talk in that movie at all. But at least there was dialogue in that movie. Willy's Wonderland, that's it. Yeah, like I can deal with movies like that sometimes if they are light in dialogue, but I just feel like with movies like this, when there's no dialogue, it's just because the writing wasn't there. Because it makes me think, how big was that screenplay? Like that screenplay was like 20 pages max. Oh, there was a paragraph to say she's in her playing in her mom's jewelry. If it ain't one thing Demetria McKinney gonna do, she gonna play a crackhead, okay? No offense. Rest in peace, Nippy, okay? But Demetria McKinney gonna play a drug addict, okay? I bet you he know. Oh, finish it. Sang it, girl. Sang it. Girl, your mama don't want that daggone cookie. And she high as a kite. She about to burn herself with that cigarette though. They trying to be nice. That wasn't no cigarette. Nick, you a henchman. Mm. Don't be pressing her. Look, I'm saying like I can change the past. What is this shot? Girl, y'all. They ain't had no budget for this movie. I shouldn't get mad. Marcos Durian was the cinematographer. Why did dude look like Evan Peters? Oh no. Okay, I had a commercial break now. While during the break, I'm going to look up the cinematographer. He's also looks like a filmmaker, Marcos Durian. Let's see what he's gotten into. Oh wow. He's done cinematography and directing for um the Janet A&E series, um Cassius Becoming Ali, Catching Killers. He did some music videos. He did Mary Mary, Nikki Fresh. I don't know who that is. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Where was Pat during all of this? Where was Sissy in all of this? Like a baby. I know she grown, but mm, she on that booger sugar. Come on now, Demetria McKinney. Oh, they could have hit us with a little bit more than that. I guess because she's mimicking her sound, she can't do more than that. Man, I wish they had cleared some music with her. Not the booger sugar. Oh, get off of the booger sugar. It's not good for you, boo. Who just ran the white girl? They gonna give her a name? That's her gonna be her name is Random Drug Friend. Come on now, sing home. Yes. Oh, this is when she did the what was the concert? I mean, not the concert, the award show. Dang. This woman is singing down, singing down, boy. Okay, I ain't never did that with my brother. Okay. Ew. I have a secondhand embarrassment. This is nasty. She went from "You're my brother" to "You're my brother." come get these panties. That's a love story I don't recall. That's siblings to lovers. Flowers in the attic. I guess they said we ain't blood. Who is she supposed to be? Is this Bobby Brown Jr.? I think that's supposed to be Whitney's brother, maybe. But he looks like he should be playing Bobby Brown Jr. Oh, I think that's supposed to be Pat's husband. I don't know why he's sitting at the end of the table, or why he was sitting at the end of the table. Oh, I thought that was a commercial. Did he give her some lean? I feel icky watching them do their little oop, pause. I feel icky watching them do their little love scenes. Mm. Because it's just so grimy. Mm. Um, this was TV One, not Lifetime. I thought it was TV One at first. They said the film comes from a place of love and respect, and it was produced by Swirl Films. I still don't know what the budget was because it's giving like the budget was like 50,000 maybe. Oh, it's back. Let me know if you are still in commercial. Okay, especially after she said to Taraji, I ain't never had an issue, but we know she does movies like these. And this was before Demetria blew up because she's on the Winchesters now, so I'm pretty sure she's getting like paid per episode. Is Demetria on the Real Housewives of Atlanta? Oh, she was in the past briefly, I guess. How did they meet? Who, Vivica? Mm-hmm. She got some like insurance commercial she was in too. How did they meet? Why don't we know this? She had a car? Girl was 19 years old, and the daughter of Whitney Houston. Why did she not have a car? Some tiny chicken wings. No. I guess they didn't get permission for anybody to play CC Winans. They acting like she made them cookies from scratch, knowing that she made them cookies from a tube. Why would she need some unknown girl to introduce her to industry people? Her godfather is literally Clive Davis. Like her godmother is CC Winans. Like she literally could pick up a phone and call her cousin Dionne Warwick and say, "I want to be a singer like mommy." Oh, that's sad. Say, nah, Ninja, I don't trust you. Oh, Lord. Okay. This is why brothers and sisters shouldn't be doing the naughty choo choo together. The lines are blurred. Hey, look, you should do an expose about Whitney Houston or like some of the hidden secrets or something. I guess they must have not gotten much permission at all from Bobby or anyone of substance to make this movie because where the heck is Bobby? Okay, Bobby got all the boys coming to the yard. He better not hit her. I know that. He better not have put his hands on her. See? Who is this girl? It is really bothering me that I don't know who this girl is. Like, other than her name being Britt. This is the equivalent of Meredith and Derek and their post-it. Oh, I got a commercial just when they gave me a glimpse of Bobbi. Just when they gave me a glimpse of Bobbi. I know people want to blame Bobbi for Whitney, but I like Bobbi, okay? Maybe because I am a New Edition fan. I done seen Bobbi in person. I like Bobbi. Bobbi is funny. I can see the appeal. I can see the appeal, and I really wish his acting career had kind of popped off more. Y'all remember when he was in Two Can Play That Game with Vivica? That's wild. Wait a second. Wait a second. That's wild. Think about that for a moment. Yes, Whitney wasn't innocent. Like, she had a whole life before she ever even met Bobbi. And people always want to blame Bobbi for her addiction. But as the people have been saying, I mean, she was on that book of sugar before she met him, perhaps. Okay, she was heading out with Eddie and them. Probably some Rick James. Boy, Demetria is hitting them notes, boy. Did they ever cast her in any of the other Whitney movies, or was this the only one that she was in? They should have had her play. They should have had her play Whitney in one of the movies where they had some rights for some songs. Okay, I would have loved to see that. And I feel like I know she did Dina on Dreamgirls, but I feel like she would be a great person to take over for Deborah Cox in Bodyguard. Mm-hmm. Cause she can. Okay, that's the only note that y'all gonna get from me. The little white girl whose name we didn't know. Oh, that was the little white girl. See, why they gonna wait till the girl died to tell us her name? Yes, and she's just now finally getting her shine because she can act and sing. Okay, multifaceted. Quiet as it's kept, I think she would have Demetria would have been a good pick to play Suge Avery in The Color Purple if they didn't want to just go with big names. Yes. Re- Remember all of her skits on In Living Color? Mm. See, she would have. I was talking to a friend, and I was recasting, and of course, got to keep Fantasia. But I was like, I feel like I love Taraji. Not gonna steal no fight from her, but I feel like I feel like it was she wasn't okay. That's right. She was in Mad TV. I knew it was one of them. Um, I feel like Demetria would have been good to have like another like unknown talent and then really have Fantasia be like the star because there's so many big personalities and stuff. But I mean, Taraji did her thing. I ain't gonna knock her. It does sound like a little bit of the notes in there. Wait, Mm. It's been that double cup the whole show. They had to have that double cup so that lean wouldn't burn through, okay? Speaking of which, why the little white people and found the little white kids and found lean and then making it a trend on TikTok? My kids ain't gonna never have social media. Oh, that's right. That's right. He was alive when this came out. Ooh. Oh, oh, they choreographed that well. No, 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 not Chrissy. Yes, then got the little white girl talking about some. Come with me to make a sleepy girl cocktail. Got the bottle off to the side. Said y'all about to end up sitting here. Mm. Say something, Taylor. Lord, her eyelashes falling apart. Y'all better get on the phone and call some goons, okay? Send some goons after that boy. They know she fine. Nobody. I would have called her daddy. I would have called the cousins. I would have. We got some goons. That's what we need. We need to go back to handling stuff in the family. But you're not gonna be touching one of ours, okay? Send some goons over there. Yeah, you can. We ride it, Dawn. Okay. Oh Lord, they done brought back the visor. Y'all remember the visor? I feel like Demetria is actually kind of tall. She looked really tall in that shot. She was trying to make herself look smaller. Oh, see, nah, see, nah, not my friend. Okay, let me tell you. Okay, because before she could have walked over there, I'm I'm busting him upside the head with something. Okay, I don't care how big he think he is. Let me find a rock. I'm about to rock you. What you getting an award for? They don't have those awards. What Burgundy say? I cannot. I cannot. Somebody get the goons on him. And she was so skinny when she died too. He over here giving her a complex about her body. She had already lost all that weight. You can tell this was a while ago. This was in like 2017 because you can this was before Vivica did more work on her face. Yeah, get him, Gary Michael. Okay, get him, Gary Michael. Nah, man, he was putting in that work. Messy. No, Auntie Pat, don't give up on her. What is on his mouth? Oh, I guess he's bleeding. Okay, he is going to forever be next on my list. He playing him too well. Oh, this is like the dress from her cover of her album. What was the name of that album? I Look to You. And that was your brother, but he ain't never met Bobbi. Mm. See, I don't trust him. Right? Look, of all the reasons to not trust him, aside from um him putting his hands on Bobby Chris, you don't take the opportunity to go see Ne. These headphones are picking up the background sound so well on this movie. That's why I look crazy right now. God, I wish they had gotten clearance on like one song, just one. If she could have bust out with a somebody bigger, oh, I would have loved it. She is doing this voice. Oh, last commercial break. Oh, it's back. Wait, I know. Look, we only got 7 minutes left. Oh, Bobby should have put hands on him. You should have touched Spidey senses. Spidey senses, Bobby. I want to know. I want to interview Bobby. I want to find out that he have some Spidey senses about this boy. Okay. And I guess it's all they have to say it's all speculative, right? Because she never reported any of it. So it's just a matter of what Pat would have said or what her friend, if they interviewed her friend, would have said. But it makes sense to a certain extent. I feel like somebody in the family, if they had had closer ties with her, maybe would have got her some help. But we gotta end this thing about being afraid to go get therapy, man. I'm glad it's 2024 and we learned that therapy is okay. No, we didn't, chick. No, we didn't. Yes, he did, girl. Yes, he did. How is this movie almost over? If you don't turn around and high kick him to the face. That's right. They claimed that she hit her head, right? Y'all, he putting his hands on her. I know, right? It's just gonna end like that. Well, y'all, that was the Bobbi Kristina story. I guess it was just called Bobbi Kristina. And in the words of our lovely honey queen, let's just all watch Bluey after this, okay? Ah, that is so sad. That is so sad. But I will say, just from a film perspective, kudos to whoever thought to cast Demetria McKinney. You did your big one on that, okay? Because she was definitely the best part of this movie. And I need her to play Whitney in something so that I can hear those vocals, because she did that. She did her big one on that. Um, Vivica was there, but as much as I like Vivica, ain't Vivica always just Vivica? I'm trying to think of. I feel like Vivica ain't really disappeared into a movie since she was Stony and set it off. I feel like that was the last good time that I did not feel like I was watching Vivica. And the young lady who played Bobbi Christina, she was cute. Um, Definitely, I don't know if that was really her gap, or if they did something in like makeup to make her have the gap. Um, and she didn't have a Wikipedia page, but she's been in The Resident. Oh, she was in the New Edition story. Who did she play in the New Edition story? I don't know who she played in the New Edition story. I wonder if she played one of the baby mom, one of the wives. because I don't know who she played in that. That was a good movie. Okay, the New Edition story, one of the best top five musical biopics in my opinion. Um, all right, well that was a nice little, cute little, key, moment, guys. I really enjoy. I talked my junk at the beginning about the lack of dialogue that was going to be in this movie, but it was not that bad. There still wasn't a lot of, there still wasn't a lot of, but I guess that there wasn't much to say. I do wish maybe we had found out, like, if there was a way for them to have really given us more about, like, maybe how Bobbi Kristina felt maybe as a kid, but it was not bad. I'm not going to try to play it. It was good. It was a good time. It was a good time. Short, but it was a good time. It just started getting its stride, right? At the end, right? All right. Well, guys, that was our messy movie Monday for today. And I think if I can share my screen, there we go. We'll see if that one's here we go. So next week we're gonna be watching When Love Kills, the Felicia Blakely story, starring Little Mama, right? Little Mama is in that. So that one should be good. We'll see. I think that's Little Mama's first role after she did the TLC movie. So we'll see. Oh, there we go. Yes, tragic. R.I.P. to Bobbi Kristina. Gone much too soon. Our thoughts are with Bobby Brown. Um, but yeah, that was messy. It fits the definition of messy. Mess. Look, where'd you say, Honey Queen? You said messy, messy. Okay. But yeah, but Demetria McKinney, she was singing. She sang her face off. Okay, she sang her face off. So I can appreciate that. Um, so I had a good time, guys. Thank you so much for watching this with me this evening. I hope you guys had a great time as we got caught up on some movie news, as well as just getting back into the stride of Messy Movie Mondays. Next Monday, we'll meet at 9 p.m. to watch When Love Kills. I think almost all of our movies this month are streaming on Tubi, so should not be any issues, fingers crossed, accessing them. But I will send out community posts. If you are watching this from the future, please make sure that you like and subscribe and turn on the bell for notifications so that you can get the alerts for when I set up the live and send out the community feeds. Thank you to my lovely friends, Honey Queen and Burgundy Blue, for showing up this evening. I know Mona probably is going to catch it in the replay if she wasn't able to be here. So thanks, Mona, as well. And just for everybody who joins in later on, I appreciate you so much for coming by. I'm looking forward to next week. And yeah, I guess that's it. Until next time, I think I am going to go live. So look for that. If I can get these sinuses under control, I'll maybe go live sometime later this week just to do like a movie roundup. And I really wanted to talk about some movies that maybe people should be keeping an eye out for coming up this year that I think are going to do well. So yeah, there's that. All right. Well, again, loves, thank you so much. Thank you, Honey Queen, again. Thank you, Burgundy Blue, again, for keeping me company. Thank you for all of my loves and fams, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles.